dear friends, dear guests, I'm very honored to meet you and to listen to you tonight. So, first of all, let me introduce me. I'm a Romanian journalist. My name, you wouldn't be able to spell it. It's Horia Ghibuțiu, very difficult.
Horia Ghibuțiu.
Whoa! Congratulations. The great Omar Sosa knows my name.
Don't forget we're musicians.
Yes, we are musicians. Yeah, of course.
We have one of the best scenes. Listen.
Yes, thank you so much. Wow, I'm world famous. Good. So I'm very glad to introduce you a very, very special project. It's about the first artist residency at Jazz in the Parks. So we have here together some icons, some local icons of this festival, even though they are not from Cluj, and some foreign very special guests. It's quite a privilege to have you here. So we have obviously 5 musicians. There will be 6 on the stage, if it's okay? Yeah? Okay. So we have Omar Sosa, who knows me, okay. Ernestico at percussion. Hello, sir. And also the Romanian guys from Timișoara, the JazzyBIT, Teodor Pop, Mihai Moldoveanu, and Savo Ciongor-Jolt. A few words, if you allow me, about this huge and very respectable project. So today is the most anticipated moment of the residency. A few words about Omar Sosa, which is the renowned Cuban pianist and 6-time Grammy nominee. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, 7.
7. It's a bad mark for the organizers. Okay, 7.
Well, I don't care too much about this, but it's good to say
it happened as time goes by. Okay, 7 Grammys. Okay. Good. So, and you share, both of you, a beautiful friendship with a band that spans nearly a decade. Well, yes, that's correct. Okay. And together, you will complement each other perfectly in a project built around 5 pieces by you and 4 by JazzyBIT. And okay. Thank you, organizers.
Well, the point is, we play 5 pieces and 4 pieces. We're going to play for 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. But it's good. Well, maybe next time.
So you won't play for 6 hours.
No, they don't let us play for 6 hours.
In the end, it depends on you guys and on Aline. But let's say it this way: the playlist is dynamic. So okay. we changed it quite a lot during these last 3-4 weeks. But I think it will be cool.
Good. And just to finish the introductions, there will be on stage, so obviously the 5 of you, and you will be joined by Juke Rose at the trumpet. Yeah? Okay. So let's get started. All the questions are for the 5 of you, and I will kindly ask you to answer in a row. So beyond the obvious answer, beyond it, which is the music, of course, what unites you? Please.
An older friendship. We actually met 12 years ago in Alba Iulia at the Alba Jazz Festival, where we played before Omar Sosa and his Afro-Cuban quartet. Basically, we got to know each other at that soundcheck, where there was a technical issue with the piano. And Omar said the piano is not the best from town, and he played the entire show on Teodor's keyboards, and this is when we got friends, to be friends. Then on the way we met again a few times, once in Timișoara, in our hometown, when you played the Timișoara Jazz Festival with Paulo Fresu, and we missed each other at a few festivals on the way. So we very closely, almost met in a few other occasions. But we kept in touch. When Theo was visiting Barcelona, where Omar lived at the time, he said hello, and we met on the way. So that's an older friendship which now becomes to an official concert.
Well, it's beautiful when you have the opportunity to sharing your passion and your love with other person. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, when we met each other. Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. It was really hot, like today, for example. And the first thing that we say, okay, we need to play together, because we are families in a way. You know, every musician in a way, we are family in a different and in some dimensions. And what happened that night was beautiful because, you know, Theo let me play with his keyboard. It was the first time I was playing with a Hammond. I didn't have an idea how to play. Yeah. And I said, well, what I can do here, I say, you know, maybe to figure out a way to do this and to do this. And, you know, after we finish the concert, you know, I say to myself, yeah, we create a true French relationship. And it's all about this, no matter what age you have, no matter what kind of culture you come from. I think one of the important things in life is open your soul, open your heart, and let other person to tell something to you. And when this thing happen, we'll be able to create a music like we create today. It's nothing complex. It's all about soul, love, unity, and peace with capital letter. And this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen tonight. We don't even know, because jazz is freedom. But a lot of beautiful things will happen, and it's gonna be the new door for all of us, and reinforce our friendship. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, JazzyBIT. Thank you, Anatico. He's my brother from when we have I don't know, 12 years old or something like this, and now we have a 25. Ojalá.
Thank you so much for your generosity and for your humor. And really, I feel like we know each other for years. And because we apparently know each other, I'm very interested in the soundtrack of your lives. So I will have a question regarding the sounds which made you what you are today. So in the House of Music of Vienna, which is more than a museum, of course, you can listen in real time the sounds of certain places from all over the world, from Venice, Italy, or Ciudad de Mexico. And I wonder what specific sound you remember the most from your childhood. Not only from music, a sound which reminds your childhood.
Okay. Well, my mom told me, don't do this.
Okay. And the tone of voice was...
No,
Okay, that's
no. This is the first sound I remember with my dad. You know, but it's funny, you know, life is beautiful. Life is the only thing we have. Yeah, and we need to carry life in the beautiful way, because I said again, it's the only thing we have. And sometimes we always think about, okay, the birth, the doors, the music, this musician, but what is the first sound in a way you will listen is the heartbeat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and in a
Probably
way,
your mother's heartbeat.
exactly, you got it, brother. Yeah. You got it. So this is one of the reasons why we listen here now, low frequency from the band. Yeah. Low frequency, low chakra, patient chakra. Why the reggaeton is so powerful? Why the music we listen today is so powerful? Because of the low frequency, the heartbeat. So this is basically the first sound I hear, and I don't even have a clue I hear. We don't even have a clue that we hear this. But when we are in the bellies of our mom, we listen the heartbeat of the mom. And this is one of the reasons sometimes, you know, the fathers or some people, they put their hands in the belly of mom, because you can feel it. You are inside, you can feel it. And some people put some music, and some people go to the forest, you know, because this is what we're gonna carry in. You know, I play music maybe because of this, because my dad, he used to play music. He used to play music when my mom was pregnant. Pardon me?
Your father, what instrument he was playing?
Yeah, he was playing it Nike and Cole, Basic, Glenmire, in a country where it was prohibited that music by that time, like this country by that time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because jazz by that time, it was the music of the enemy. That happened to us in Cuba too. And he was playing in the home. He was playing home, of course, quiet. But he was playing Basic, Glenmire, Nike and Cole, special Nike and Cole, because he was loving Nike and Cole. But you know what, the guy talk, I don't need to talk alone.
It's okay. That's why we are here.
Yes, I had a question actually about that. How do you feel about the time the jazz was prohibited in your country? Because our Romanian friends are too young to remember the times when jazz was all our times. Yeah. They are on Instagram or whatever.
You know, it's funny, because when you prohibit something, is when you try to discover it, the thing. For example, for us in the school in Cuba, you know, they were telling us, if we catch you to listen to American music or English music, you are fired.
Okay.
And what we used to do in the school, because basically, you know, what's kind of this system where you live in the school. Yeah, we wait until 1 or 2 in the morning every day to catch FM radios come from Miami. And when we get this, you know, we need to listen really, really quiet, because if the teacher listen to that music, everybody was fired. So we put the mattress in a circle with a little small radio who come from Russia by that time. But this is what the only one who can get FM from Miami. So it was
Sorry for
99.
interrupting. Let me compliment you. You are the first Latino who says Miami, not Miami. Okay, thank you so much.
Well, we speak in English. Huh? He was speaking English, Miami. He was speaking in Spanish, it's Miami. So what the main thing basically was, so for us, was really important to figure out a way to listen sort of music. And we discovered Earth, Wind and Fire, Toto, Comodoro, Supertramp, maybe it's just a lot of young people here. Maybe they don't even know what I'm talking about. No? But maybe other one, Toto,
the old guys know.
Comodoro,
Wow.
Supertramp. This is why, you know, this is what the time. This is what the time. No, now it's Maluma, all this guy, but okay, it's not a problem. This is life. It is what it is. You know? But the cool thing was, after that, we need to figure out a way how to play this type of music. And it's glad Ernesto is here, because he's one of the first in Cuba who he was really young. How old you was by the time? 15 or something?
17 years.
Yeah, 15. He was one of the first who tried to introduce the electronic on the music. Can you imagine, in a communist country where you cannot get any keyboards, any nothing, to start to work with electronic, to try to figure out a way to do some music who come to the other side, and it was prohibited. So all the music you play and you do, it need to be really quiet.
Yeah.
So, but when the music come out, you cannot say where the music come from. Because if they say, well, you know, this music is, you don't have this vibe of Earth, Wind and Fire. By the way, in Cuba, if you listen to Cuban music today, the foundation of one style of music we have called timba is Earth, Wind and Fire. Toto, Chicago, and Tower of Power, because of the horn section. If you listen to the horn section of the contemporary Cuban music, what you want to listen, ba 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 ba, that don't come from us. That come from this kind of way of the horn section. But in a way, it was a big band concept.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but back to you.
The percussion was essential, in my opinion. So, if I recall well, Earth, Wind, and Fire had a beautiful percussionist. Phil Bailey was the guy.
There was Phil Bailey, but boy, you went to the other corner of the conversation. But the percussion, if you ask me, the percussion was not the main scene.
Okay.
Because
you had your rhythm.
You got it. Because Cuba, we always call Cuba as a province of Africa.
Okay.
But America is not a province of Africa.
No?
Let me explain you why. When the black people came to America, the first thing the colonial did, they take out the drum.
Uh-huh. Okay. Nice.
They take out the drum, and when they arrive, they try to figure out a way, try to create some music who represent their self, based in their tradition. All these people was in the cotton plantation. Mm-hmm. So the first thing the colonial did is let's cut the drum because this is the way they communicate each other with other words.
That's awesome. Like the drum as a form of communication.
Yeah, if you go to Africa, we've been a lot to Africa. I'm really connected with this. This is, I said again, we are in a way a province of Africa. So when you cut the drum of some tradition who communicate with drum, for example, I do, kum, boom, 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 boom. He can answer, cucum, 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 cucum. It's basically what I say, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Say,
okay.
Yo estoy bien. Hello.
Like the Morse language, you remember?
How you do? Exactly. So the colonial in America, they was sure to cut the drum because they cannot communicate. And what come out? The gospel.
Okay.
And what is the bottom line of the music, the harmony of the music of the whole entire world today?
You tell us.
Gospel.
Okay. Excellent.
Next question, bro.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. So, in a way, the next question is about the same theme, in a way, but you already answered. So, gentlemen, where do your songs come from? And I'm asking all of you. Because obviously, if I listen to JazzyBIT, I know that it's a mixture of vibrant energy, of rock, jazz, other genres. But where from does your songs come from?
I don't look at it as let's say a mix of genres. We started playing what we like. I think it's extremely important to play the music you like because this is the way you play the best. So yeah, in our first record, it's true. We loved Latin music. We still love it. So it's, but it somehow represented us at that time. But we love other genres as well. But we try to be ourselves. We try to be sincere on the stage, like we were yesterday with Kalu. It was did you see us? All right. Not too many, but I'm kidding. Yeah, it was pretty hard. But I think that's the main idea. And then as Omar mentioned, it's about freedom. We also see it the same way because jazz lets you be free, lets you play whatever you want, whatever you feel. And in the end, we want to transmit this to the audience. We are not upset there on the stage. We are really happy. Even if we are upset in between us, we don't show that. But that's a different part. But I think that's the main idea, to be sincere and to play what you like. Because in life, if you do what you like, which is a little bit hard, but if you do what you like, I think you have the best results possible.
And another thing which is, please, just a second, which is very important, you already mentioned, to find your own voice. I had a lot of interviews with a lot of musicians which are famous, and I asked all of them, when was a moment when they identify their unique voice? Because for a not so young right now band as you are, it's so important to find a voice. not to, okay, to have some influences, okay, to cover some genres, but still to have your own voice.
Yeah, I think that what you are talking about this voice or this result of what we are playing, it comes from the fact that we are listening different types of music. And yeah, Theo was, or he is actually still a blues fan. I am right?
Everybody says
It's not a shame.
No, it's not. It's not. And Mickey?
I also wanted to say something about the same thing, that we are quite different people, and we have different backgrounds and also musical backgrounds. But most importantly, we listen to very different styles of music, and most of them are not really jazz. And for some reason, we get together in this group of friends, which is called JazzyBIT, and we put it all together. And this is how the mixture comes out, and this mixture started to sound like us with the years. And yeah, it's interesting that you would say that many of our musical backgrounds are in this band, but I think not as much. I think it's kind of a strange melt that's happening when we come together. But yeah, I listen to a lot of rock and metal music, which you might not think. Many people are shocked when they find out you don't like jazz. I like jazz, but I'm not listening only to jazz at home. But yeah, it's a mixture.
Yeah, my musical background is from symphony music, and I played in wind orchestras as well. And I was a drum teacher as well for some years. So all these things, and I was in orchestra's percussionist. So from here is coming.
Thank you so much. And I'm very interested to know, when did you find out that your instrument has a unique voice? How many years of practice, of concerts, of music do you have to do in order to have that unique sound?
Well, cool question. It was with your answer. Every day is a new lesson.
you read my mind.
Okay, very
Every
nice.
day is a new lesson. Man. You know, I've been listening to the band who's playing there. I try to be with you, but I try to listen what they play. Yeah, what is the harmony they play, whatever. You know, and sometimes the best lesson is what you listen with the silent.
Okay.
Because your inner voice start talking with yourself, and you start yourself inside start to digest all the information we accumulate. It's like artificial intelligence, but in every single human being. The more information you put, better knowledge you're gonna have.
Nice, very interesting. Thank you so much. Please.
What I wanted to add is that the instrument is an instrument. It's a tool that we use to express ourselves, and the soul is in the person, not in the instrument. And you can check this when you ask two different people to play the exact same instrument. It will never sound the same, because we just control these tools to make sounds, but the sounds we want to make are in our souls.
Another question, which is one of my favorites, is why did you choose music to communicate with the world?
The question is why we choose the music.
No, why did you choose the music? Because you could have choose, I don't know, words like me, I'm a journalist, or a public communicator, or whatever.
I think we don't choose music.
The music chose you. Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Okay, great one. Thank you.
If I can respond like that. You was born, you grew up, and when you grow up, you open your eyes, you walk, you run. While you run, you walk, you see the world, and you identify with nature, with people. And peoples and nature identify with you. So that's why I said music shows us. There is with harmony, get in touch. When you keep in touch with what you find is the right way to show your soul. The music shows us. We get in love with music. Other guys shows the dance shows some people's the painting and etc. Architectural, etc. So I can respond like this. The energy is in this planet, in this world, shows every single people. That's why I keep in mind always this thinking. All of us need of each other. All of us. Nobody is better than another ones. Everyone needs of everyone. We are here today to offer them music, offer them our soul, our experience, years of experience. We are exchange this beautiful experience with these beautiful people. Our cultures, our experience of life get fusion, all right? And these people tonight will join this on stage. But one day we make the interview to them and we learn from them something that everybody is one or maybe the best to do, in which the world, the nature choose to be in there.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. Anybody else would like to add something?
Well, actually, all my life I wanted to do something good.
Oh.
To do something good for this world.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I will be not anymore on this planet, to remain something good behind me.
Uh-huh.
And the best thing for this, in my opinion, is our or mine music.
I see. And this is a question regarding the jazz musician, generally speaking, which they, of course, collaborate. Jazz is a connecting people way of living. How do you know that what you do is okay?
Wow, good question, man.
That's what I do.
Wow, good. I don't want to say the word I got in my mind because it's to respect the people. When somebody is ready to die and they say, I want to die with your music.
Wow. Okay. Very good one. Okay.
A man is the power of frequency, brother. It's not notation, it's frequencies. When we are right to that level of dimension, it's no me, it's not him, it's not him, it's not you, it's any of us. It's the frequencies of the universe. And we need to put this frequency in line because it's a funny frequency who try to take over. And it's the only way we can write to a balance and stop all the, I'm sorry for the word, all this fucking war we have in the planet today is put the frequency in line. Yeah, and we all gonna know the reality. I don't know, it's a beautiful question, man. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, because sometimes a question is where you born, where you study, but one question like this, it's like how you think our mission is come true.
And I have another one.
Okay.
Anybody would like to add anything?
I mean, it's very hard to. Omar is fully right here, but I can put it in a simpler way, but to keep it somehow local here. I mean, guys, you've been to our shows, right? Not with you yet, but okay. So, did you feel good at our shows?
For 13 years in a row?
So I think this answers us somehow the question, because if people feel good for what we do, I think it's good. We are in a good place, that means.
Absolutely. So, of course, people clapping hands is quite a criteria, but obviously it's more than that. Thank you so much.
I'm curious what question comes. I've seen one interesting here. That's for me.
Yes, and this is for everybody. What says the music you play about you, about all of you as individuals?
I can't get it. I can't get it.
What says the music you play, what says about you? What story says? I don't know.
So, I can go ahead with one answer. So, I will give from the house. So, we have one song which we play today, which is our song. So it's not one of the surprises. It's called Galaxy. And it sounds, amazing. It's galaxy and stars, but it has nothing to do with that. Because, and I remember Ernest Tico at the rehearsal, it's a pretty crazy song. It starts in a measure of 5, then 4, 5, 4. And it's like this. But it's not about the stars. Our car is a Ford Galaxy. And the car goes like
Okay.
this. So.
Thank you. Very good answer. Good. So, despite extensive careers in jazz, which is correct for all of you, do you still feel like you have something to prove in music industry?
Something to learn, not to prove.
Something to learn. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you always learn, probably until the last day. But especially this was a very nice experience for us to learn. Maybe not as much as on a musical level, but on a human level. This group of people who came together to do this, we all had to learn about each other. Also the way around and how we interact as people and how we clap. And it was quite a nice life experience, not just a musical experience.
Thank you so much. And for a 7-time Grammy nominees, do you still have to learn? Do you still learn? No, you don't have to learn. It's my opinion. But you still learn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What did you learn today?
What I learned today? It's an interesting question.
And personal. The next question was, what did you have at breakfast today?
Yeah, well, you know what? I have routines. Okay. Yeah, I have a routine.
Mm-hmm. It's a musical routine?
No. Well, depends. It depends. I go to bed with a mantra. Yeah, I wake up with a mantra, stoicism. My breakfast is listen to mantra for stoicism, like the day today is gonna be good. Because we made the day don't make us.
That's beautiful.
And the other thing is, the first thing in the breakfast is 1 lemon.
Okay.
Yeah, with curcuma and pepper. In half a liter. And after 20 minutes, 1 apple.
Okay, that explains a lot. I'm fat, you are not. Okay. Congratulations.
Oh, but you asked me that question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I take 3 eggs with bacon, with down. No. You know what happened? Because sometime we are right to a place, who is the night of the place you was before. Mm-hmm. So how you want to take, eating chunk of food. The first thing is going to damage is your cells, your energy, and your blood circulation. And the inflammation is going to put you in a mood that when you have a 35 or 40, you look like a 70. Eat well, and this is something that we need to project to the young generation. And they get it, because in my time, we eat a lot of bullshit. We eat McDonald's, all the Kentucky Fried Chicken, all the thing, like milkshake from KFC, because it's not Kentucky Fried Chicken, because it's not a chicken. This is why they call KFC.
Chicken,
they call KFC because it's not a chicken, it's another thing.
They actually live only 28 days, and the normally chicken 30 days. Yeah, okay.
If we eat good, our energy is good. If our energy is good, everything is going to be more positive around us.
And what is the taste of jazz?
The taste of jazz.
Yes, when you
Oh
eat.
man, you know what? Don't go so deep. Let me tell you something. You know, a lot of people hate the word jazz. Why? Yeah, no, I don't want to say today. A lot of people. I don't want to say today or no. Why? Because for a lot of people, jazz is intellectual music. Who is not like this? Jazz is not intellectual music. Jazz was a party music back in the days. Party music to dance. And the jazz players by that time, like Duke Ellington, Monk, all these old fathers, they say, don't call my music jazz. Because I don't know, you know what the word jazz come from?
Yes.
From the prostitution place.
Yes.
So yes, it was a party, everybody was partying. So little by little, it's a reason. It's a reason why the evolution go in a direction with when sometimes what the people call jazz turn out intellectual music. But it's good in a way, but in another way, when you have a people who love, let's say, like you love punk rock, and he play jazz. What is the problem? You were talking about frequencies. But if we say, oh, jazz, the music you play is not jazz, because jazz, based on the master, is a philosophy, the philosophy of freedom. I don't say this. Thelonious Monk say this. Miles say this. Coltrane say this. The guy who suffered in the beginning of the problem of what we take the revenue of what they did now. Yeah, because we play, for example, what you listen there, let's go back to a weather report, let's go back to Steps Ahead, let's go back to Mike Mainieri, let's go back to Mahavi's New, this moment, Mahavi's New.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mahavishnu, yeah.
This Mahavi's New Orchestra.
Yeah.
So they opened the door for all of us in a way. I'm not so young anymore, but be John is here. It's not the age. So it's everybody's supposed to be a jazz human being.
That's
Why?
it.
Because jazz is freedom. We all love freedom.
But there is a Romanian saying that the freedom goes to stomach.
Well, in a way, it's a good.
It could be a perfect Cuban rule too.
That's a very nice joke. Almost I was ready to ask you if it is true. An urban legend regarding some children which were baptized in 1963 Usnavi, because their parents saw a lot of U.S. Navy near the. It's just a joke. I don't think it's true. Sorry for mentioning. Good. Okay. How much do you think about the future in terms of your creative process? Will you play a jam session with AI?
That's the question for me. Well, everybody's talking about AI today, and we until here we work in IT. We worked in IT, but we created AI. Come on, AI in the end is still us. By the way, are any IT engineers here? Oh, 1, 2. Okay, if there are 5, 3, my wife, of course. So do you remember when cloud came, like 7, 8 years ago? So I was at a conference some weeks ago and talking exactly about this thing, because everybody with AI is like, AI is coming, we are losing our jobs and so on. That's not true. So when cloud came, all the data center guys were like, oh my God, cloud is coming, we are losing our jobs, everything is going in the cloud. Where the hell is it going in the cloud? It's still here. And we are here today, so nobody lost their job. You just need to adapt. That's the same thing which... sorry.
I did.
Not like this. But in the end, okay, AI. I will answer differently. quantum computing. You heard of quantum computing? This is the new craziness today. So what is quantum computing? It's superposition. It means that you can be in the same state at the same time. So superposition means, for example, instead of 0, 1, you can be 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, or 0, 1, and 1, 1. Okay, so when you improvise in jazz, at a certain time, you are in a moment where you can take different cuts, right? Because let's say you have a chord, you have F minor 7, 9. You can do F minor, you can do G on it, you can do A flat, whatever. You're in a superposition at that time because you can decide at exactly that moment in which way you go. So, these new technologies, they are here today with us. So personally, I'm not afraid to jam with AI. Actually, at our last rehearsal, we used AI as a tool to actually cut out the voice from one of the songs. I will not say the name of the song. It's a surprise for tonight. So the voice disappeared.
Okay, it's a tool, definitely, and I totally understand that. But what I would like to add is that I interviewed half Romanian, half American great pianist, Lucian Ban, who is from Cluj, and he was very disturbed once when he was in a bar and he was listening to the music, and obviously it was AI created, and he asked the guy from the bar, show me the CD, okay, what are you playing?
I have something to say about AI. So, in a way, the way I see it, we have the privilege to be the transition of one moment of human history to the other moment. Like some people was in the moment of the French Revolution or the Industrial Revolution. Now it's a digital revolution. Yeah. So a lot of us, we don't get it in the way a lot of young people get it because they're born with this. So it's nothing we can do except to go and move with the river, because the river is always going to take. Is going to take his wave. No matter if you try to move the direction of the river to one side, the river one day is going to come back to his side.
Absolutely. What I'm saying is, look, an example from Friday. We were here, okay, and it was raining like hell. And on the weather app, there was no cloud.
No, yeah.
Okay, should I trust it?
Well, it's not the point to trust or no. It's the point is, man, live the moment. Okay. Yeah, and the moment you're here, if you're here, it doesn't rain. Sometimes when you ask me about what I do in the morning or the breakfast all the time, this meditation is basically to don't be adapted to this reality. We are part of this. If we cannot escape of this, I have friends, they don't have phones. They still with the idea of let's meet each other, but how you gonna meet each other if you don't call the guy? So how you gonna make the appointment? Yeah, because it's what we live here today. So we are part of one reality, and in a way we need to jump to the car. We need to jump to the car. He's in the car. I try to figure out a way to get something in the car. But I love, because if we are open-minded, we need to be part of the reality that we are living, and this is the reality, AI, and it's going to be the next thing is that the quantic computer, and the general AI is going to be maybe in 10 or 15 years. This interview is with 3 humans and 1 robot or 2 robots, and then maybe the robot gonna tell you some beautiful answer. You say, can I ask you other question? And the robot going to say, the question that you have in your mind is this. Blah, 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 blah.
No.
Exactly. It is the reality we live in. So we need to be open enough to receive what happened and try to flow. Go with the flow, man. And remember, memento mori. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. We all gonna die.
Obviously. Not us, all others.
No, we all gonna die. No. Forget it.
Good. So, how do you tell, what will you tell to your folks about Jazz in the Park this edition, which is the first one at the start of the summer, when you go back home. Because you are here for many years in different formulas and so on. You know Cluj, you know Romania. What will you tell about this year?
Well, it's the first time I play here, or we play here. It's the time we play here. And I was talking to Theo few minutes ago. The level of peace I feel in this town is unique. Please keep this. What happened outside is no fun. We need to live with this. We need to deal with this. We need to find a way to, in a way, we need to be part of this, to try to be clean inside, to project a positive energy outside. But the peace, we are in the hotel in front of the park. When we walk through the park, you say, wow, I feel earth, I feel nature, and here at the festival. Yo, look, Africa's there, and we're in Romania. And another band was playing 2 minutes ago, and it's the energy, if you feel, and it's all about energy in this universe. And man, chapeau within it. And actually, this festival is one of the few festivals with this infrastructure, like a real big festival. So, what I can say, the only thing I can say, mulțumesc, man.
Thank you so much. Anyone would like to add?
Yeah, so we had 2 quite full days today and yesterday. We arrived on Friday, but what comes now to my mind is that yesterday, after a very long day of rehearsals in the morning, of a concert, a sound check, and I got in the hotel at night and I checked the news because I lost the news from the last day. And while doing
Hopefully not the sports news.
I'm not into sports, but yeah, I was like, oh, let's see the news. And then I thought, why am I checking the news? I'm in this wonderful place. I'm with my people. I'm with many friends in the audience. Why can't I isolate those 2 days so they're hermetic? Basically, what is here only happens here. I like to be present. I don't want to see the news, and I stopped checking the news. And Monday news will come to me, I'm sure. but it's good that it's like an own world with all the lovely people, with all the lovely kids and dogs. Especially here, it's one of the festivals where I see most dogs and most families. And it's very nice that that you have it and that we have it, because we all have it. And it's cool that it's also very good food, also alcohol and things to drink. But it's good that we have this kind of ecosystem for 3 days where we can get into and get out kind of fresh.
I can confirm. We was a couple of hours ago. We was lunch together, and it was so fun. How he was telling before, because we was change each other the numbers. We was spend 2 days together rehearsing, knowing each other, and I was talking with him. And I exchanged the phone number with the other guys of the band to keep in touch, because we are always traveling the world. And he said, okay, I take your number, but I give you mine from Monday. I'm now off. So I can confirm what he said. He's off. He's offline. But I appreciate it. I think everybody have to do it 1 day a month, 1 day a week. We have to get offline. Try to do it. It's so healthy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would like to add one
please.
more thing because I think it's somehow important also for what's happening this year. So it's the 13th edition of Jazz in the Park, and we also have 13 years of JazzyBIT this year. So we actually started together with the festival. So it's not just a marketing advertisement; it's actually true. So we know Aline for 13 years, and we have a special relationship, not just with him, with the entire team. And then we saw the festival growing. We started there in the Central Park. Then we actually did the first COVID edition here. It was a test edition with us at that time, and I remember we had masks and everybody. So each of the people in the audience was sitting on one haystack with a mask. So it was very interesting. I'm not sure if somebody from here was at that edition. Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. But that was actually the moment when they decided to move the festival here. So before it was down in the park. So. Actually, what I wanted to say is a big thank to Jazz in the Park and to Aline and the team, because without them we couldn't make this happen. It's a lot of effort also on their side, because we were here 3 weeks ago to do rehearsals. We are difficult people. We want a lot of things. We want good food. We want good hotels. We want good rehearsal rooms. So yeah, we can be. But that's I will not say that on microphone. But in the end, the festival did everything what they could for us, and let's give them a big round of applause, because I'm sure you had a really great weekend, not just with us, but because of them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, 2 more questions, if you don't mind. You are the voices of different generations, obviously. Who do you hope to be the voice for? For your families, for your countries, for intellectuals, for music proletarians, for artists?
History will say.
Okay, that's a very good one. Yeah. 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 Can I tell you a very short story about what you said? So it was the 200th anniversary of the French Revolution, and it was a huge gig in Paris. Jean-Michel Jarre was playing, okay? And yeah, great. And it was the Chinese ambassador, and the reporter asked him, "What do you think about the French Revolution?" And he said, "It's too early. It was only 200 years ago. Let's wait and see." Okay, thank you so much. Anybody would like to say, whose generations is your voice?
AI.
AI. Oh, okay, good. Yes. Okay, the last one is very deeply personal. What would you tell in 1 or 2 words about you to someone who knows nothing about you?
Enjoy my groove, enjoy my rhythm tonight to accompany these beautiful compositions of these beautiful guys. Enjoy my rhythm, enjoy my groove, my percussions, accompany these beautiful guys.
Thank you so much. The question. What would you tell about you as a person, okay, as a human being, not necessarily as an artist, to someone who knows nothing about you? So, there is a very interesting Romanian saying which says that only once in a lifetime you have the opportunity to let a good impression to someone who meet for the first time. So it happens only once.
So there's this wooden thing which is kind of that long, which has a metal string, and when I move that metal string, people dance.
Excellent, thank you so much. Anybody?
It's kind of a funny question. It's funny because, I don't want the people to have any impression of me. I'm here to shine alive a message, man. What's gonna happen there, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know. Something will happen based in how we exchange the energy. Because it's a back and forth. I receive something, certainly something come out, I don't even know. This is one of the reasons I try to record all my concerts. Because after I listen, I say, oh, that's not bad, that's cool, yeah, I can enjoy. Yeah, but, I try to play piano, and I try to figure out a way to express to myself through the piano a message. It comes through me, and I don't know what message gonna come tonight.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great honor. Yes, please. Anything you would like to add? Yeah, come on. I have all the time in the world. You don't have, because you have to play.
I just wanted to say that I don't like to describe myself, but if you would like to know how I am, then see you in 4 hours, I think. No?
Okay. Yeah.
At our concert, and I will show you exactly who I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you once again Ernestico, Omar, and the magnificent boys from JazzyBIT. Applause.
Thank you.
Mulțumesc!